Good job. Now we're good.
Oh,
And now we're good.
thank you. You'll have to remind me
Oh no, you good? Yeah, hey, no,
a
I got
bunch
you.
of times,
Oh,
probably.
I got you.
But hold on, let me get one thing.
Go for it. Go for it. What up, everyone? Team short all day, every day. It's about sharing notes, help each other out. Team members.
All right. What do you want to talk about today? Do you have like a certain thing that you want to talk about, or
You can
like I
start.
know we talk about the whole everything.
Oh, did you watch that flick yet by chance or no? Collateral Beauty from on Netflix.
I haven't even watched The Matrix yet, but I think I get
The Collateral
fell
Beauty,
asleep.
that one's like I mean, but I was actually talking to my girl about it. Like me personally as an individual, right? Like I've always been not because I'm male, I just more like I don't want to show too much emotions, right? Only like when it's that certain things, like cry, shed my tears, going through breakups and shit, etc. So on and so on, right? But
Mm-hmm.
all in all, I'm not really an emotional guy for the most part like that. But watching Collateral Beauty, you know, real shit, real talk is which I'm gonna actually do a TikTok talk about today because I tell all them to that, but I tell them shit out. When I say traditional last dance, my own categories with do etc. I know it sounds like Chinese, but I go shit. So if you want the analogy for us in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
that is the best one. Like what you mean? I'm like, you watch the movie, pick at it, observe it, look at all the analogies.
Collateral Beauty.
Yeah, Collateral Beauty, because
I had to look at that.
everyone's it could be like I tell you with the analogy of death wise in the movie, you could treat the daughter as whatever. You treat him as her, your own kid, whoever was close to you that you might have lost in life, like a friend, coworker, a boss, that it hit you hard,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell people, so that's why once again I tell people all to traditional last stamps, your lovers, healers, overthinkers. What do you worry about? Love, time, death. Out of all 5 questions of 5 W's, who, what, where, why, whom, your favorite question is why. So I tell people watch that flick. Like me personally, is a real shit will talk. I watch it. I shed tears because that was the old me. Like it's pretty amazing how like got brainwashed for so many years. Like be good to everybody, pray for
Mm-hmm.
people. They do you wrong, stop them out. Like
Mm-hmm.
okay, now that I know what I know, they know. We just match people's energy, and that's it. That's why a lot of us have a hard life, especially EMPs. We have a hard life because of all the tongues in this world, we're raised. If you want to say religion, or and take religion apart, that situation, positive, negative. Do good and do match people's energy, set it to a certain extent, but we're just raised them correctly that we gave too much good to everybody, but they didn't deserve our good. But we thought, okay, they're being mean to me. If I keep being nice to them, maybe they'll eventually vibe with us and be cool with us. And nope, negative. They'll act nice, but they
Yeah.
can't be nice.
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah. Like if we can teach people how to discern, how to know the difference between somebody who is just hurt and lost and somebody that really doesn't have empathy.
yeah. Well, see, here's the kicker: the word
That's the
empathy.
huge.
Right.
That's what it is.
They'll say like narcissists don't have empathy. If you really think about it, so a narcissist they can have empathy, but they can't be an empathist or empath. So they can shed tears. Because why they're the best Oscar-nominated actors in the world. They can act nice. They can't be nice. They can shed tears. Everything like
Right.
all of
And so
us.
how do you know? How do you know if somebody has
So to,
empathy?
to like some people will talk. What I do, I just like me. I just need 5-10 minutes with the person. I just study you. I'm talking to you, observing you, but I'm studying you. I tell people. Like, some people get offended. Like, well, like in the religious wise, you're not supposed to judge people. Only God judge people. I'm like, traditional
Yeah, you
thing, most
can.
definitely. But you're supposed to judge people because if you can't, which a lot of us, for example, blinded by religion, etc. Don't do that. Most definitely, a lot of us did. We use that traditional saying, and we allowed everybody in our lives. That's
Mm-hmm.
why narcissists are the best nominations in the world. So they'll
They count.
act
They
nice.
count on us
Oh
being
yeah,
nice all the time.
well,
They count on us not judging and
exactly.
giving extra chances and forgiving and being the better person and all of that. All
oh
of that
yeah,
shit that we yeah.
exactly.
Not
That
so
mm-hmm.
not judging people.
Gets you in trouble.
We are if we can change the language a little bit so that people aren't turned off by what we're saying.
But which is kind of hard because we're so brainwashed with like
Say we're not judging somebody
not in a bad way, just
based on like people look at you and they say, "Oh, you're a Mexican. Why are you saying such smart
oh, I
things?"
know.
Right? So somebody is judging you
Which is cool.
before, right, but they're judging you
Right.
before they hear you and know you, right?
Correct.
So we're not judging.
No.
We are discerning. And I
Correct.
want that word to be
More open-minded
a
about it.
word that everybody knows.
Correct. That's like to say, you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You got to start reading it. Same concept.
Yeah.
Look, observe. You get judge, assume most
Flip it
definitely.
open and let's
Yeah,
just.
and let's start talking. Yeah, exactly. It's how people.
And then if we open it up and we're like, this book sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like, for example, when you see people look mean, guy, male, female, you see someone looks like me, like, oh, that person's. Oh no, they're probably dicks. You know, female. Oh, that's probably a bitch. And you start talking to them like, oh shit, they're a big ass teddy bear. And people that look nice, they're fucking bitches. Like, oh shit, it's kind of backwards sometimes. You know, it's like, but it's that people. If I 10 minutes of conversation, start talking to them. Hey, I mean, at the market or anywhere in the streets. Hey, how you doing, miss? How you doing, sir? How's your day going? How's the family? It's just simple amount of questions. How's your day? How's your health? What's going on? And then be like me, that's why I just started talking, and from there, just the ball starts rolling. And if you're vibing with me, cool. Some people are going through shit in life, and they'll just keep it really short because why? They're going through things in life. And then, but it's cool. But little by little, just they'll eventually, if you choose to, I tell you, I don't beat you with the Bible at all. You don't have to talk to me at all. But eventually, potentially, if they're good people, they'll get comfortable with you because they have the wall. All the walls are, they've been fucked by the whole world. So all the walls up at 1,000 miles wide, high. But little by little, they will eventually talk to you. That's like what I had a scenario in Seattle, right? I worked at the Riley's and stuff. Actually, no, it was Riley's. But anyways, in Lake City, Washington, and there's every Sunday, there's older white cat. He worked in cars. He just always had an attitude like me. I mean, I give people 3 chances and that's it. Like that's my number 3, no matter what in life. So you being mean to me, I'll let it slide 3 times and that's it. After the third time, I'm gonna ask you a simple question. And he roll up and grab his little towels, go just wash his hands and simple things right there, or part they needed for the vehicle. Cool. Give it to him. He just small talk with the real firm. Every time he gave me the money, treat me like a dog. Grab the money, just throw it at me. Just grab it. I'm just like, I'm just smile. I just smile and be, hey, have a good day, sir. Take care, be safe, And he wouldn't say shit back. After the third time, I was like, my people know how I am. Like, and my boy, check him a day. Like, I'm gonna ask him what the deal is, right? So he comes in, same routine. I gave him 3 chances, and I asked him. He grabs the money, throws it at me. I grab the money and throw it back him. So what's that for? I go, don't question. Like, what did I do to you? And this is for like a lot of people in the store. Everyone stays quiet because shit just got real. And I'm like, he's like, excuse me. I go, what did I do to you? I go, every time I've dealt with you the last three Sundays, you always do. I take care of you. I don't know what's wrong with your day. I know we have stress in life, most definitely. But you always throw the money like a dog. I'm not a dog, man. Please have a little respect, a little bit. And then he just stay quiet. He's like, I'm sorry. I work a lot. I got jobs and family. I'm just dealing with life. I go, understandable.
I have to throw money at
But
you.
you have to throw money. Yeah, please just slide it over. Just lay it there.
Shit's tough.
Yeah,
I throw money at people.
Right. And he's okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's cool. I'm not trying to be with you. Just like, I understand life stress most definitely, but just don't take it on others. I'm sorry. He goes, no. Good, I apologize. If Daniel, boom, after that, we're cool buddies. What's up? What's going on? Every time he walks in, And then, but then he mistreat my other coworkers. I'm like, just talk to him, man. He's just going through a lot. I did. And that's the thing. Like, everybody has their own things in life, going through it. Because remember, kids and no kids, you got to deal with yourself as an individual, your family, and your surroundings. So if we're brainwashed that be nice to everybody, go to work. Like they ask me, how do you deal with, narcissist or toxic coworkers? Very simple. Keep it about working. That's it. Let them call you a dick. Oh, he's mean to me. Like, no, I've been trying to be cool with you, but every time he's drama with you, I leave work, he's just talking shit about me. All my coworkers tell me everything about me because you saying opening your mouth, which is cool. It don't hurt my feelings. But with that said, you're having a bad day. So keep it about work, please, and that's it. You can ask me how the day, have family. I'll respond to you most definitely. Other than that, I'm not your friend. Okay. Have a good day, stay fresh, and just I don't exist. We just walk around each other. That's what I did. I've always I tell people in my life, my head, I zone people out. That's why my kids are here yelling, etc. They're like, "How do you deal with that noise?" Oh, they're not here. My head, they're not here.
Ego out of it.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
I mean, that's why it's really, really hard to do the same thing with family. It's a lot easier at work for me because I feel more comfortable and more sure of myself in my work environment than in my family of origin environment. Right? So if somebody else feels more sure in their family, but they don't feel as sure of themselves in the work, that's where it's going to be difficult.
Correct.
So your ego, right? And I talk about ego. I mean, it's hurting that childhood wound. It's your ego. Like, don't treat me like a loser. Don't treat me like I can't do this job, because you're afraid that people are thinking you can't do the job. And sometimes they are treating you like you're a loser. But if you don't feel like you're the loser, deep down, that won't bother you. You will want to be treated with respect.
Correct.
You will want to be treated with respect. But it won't poke that insecurity, that open wound.
Exactly.
So keep your ego out. And how do we do that?
On the head, man.
Work. That's the work.
Yeah. No, and it all fall back, like I tell people, it all fall back to our head.
Okay.
It sounds crazy. I was talking about, my growing another family I'm talking to, that helping her out, right? I tell her, I check it out. I go, it doesn't sound crazy and mind blowing, but all the answers to our lives, our personal questions for ourselves when we deal with our family, friends, relationships, right? You've been using abuse, etc., right? You're going through your breakup, all the good shit, and you're asking about whys, right? I go, here's the kicker. It doesn't sound crazy. All the answers to those questions, our questions, are in our head. Like, what do you mean? It's all in our head. We just need someone to guide us. And that's to me personally, when I talk to individuals, like you or anybody, I'll be asking you, you tell me what's going on with you. I'll be cool. I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna end it with why. Because I'm trying to help you understand your question, so you can answer your own question. Because the answer's in your head. So I've been doing that for the last 5 days. For me personally, like TikTok, new typical females. A lot of questions. I tell you, I love this. I can do this all day, man. And then I'm just, question. They're like, how do you know all this? I'm like, I died last year. I just picked the
it's the great rebirth. So all right, I want to look at what made me reach out to you and say, let's do this quick. I want to see what you commented on here, but it was something. Margarito. Yes. All right, Miss, this is your TikTok. So do your TikTok and tell your story. Do them like you're talking to your kids. They will potentially see them. If not, this is your free therapy. Okay, and that's awesome. Since our heads are our best friend and our worst enemy, 1,000.
That's right.
Miss, everyone in the world has narc traits. That's why narcs can't be changed at all. Now, traditional hurt and lost emps, they have a chance to go through their awakening. When they are ready, they can become woke in this matrix 1,000. So until everybody knows what your words mean, I feel like they might be like, what?
No, yeah, what? Japanese.
What?
Correct.
Correct. And you lose some of that credibility.
Which is cool. It's okay.
No, not.
No, cool. but here's the kicker.
Tell me the kicker.
Okay, the kicker is this. Everyone on this platform, take that #1 all day and whatever you're doing, podcast, anything that got to do with life, relationships, amps, and narcs, and why we suffered, is a positive thing, right? And here's the kicker: as an individual, right? As an individual, I have to remind people, remember, doesn't sound crazy talk, all this matrix shit, right? So T2D in the matrix world is a sheep. Amps and narcs, they don't know what the hell amps and narcs is because we weren't raised with the shit. Amps and narcs, what's that? And the story, you see? You start talking about it, you're crazy. You see the doctor, you need Jesus, right? So that's the reason why when we speak this, like my switch in the Spanish culture, I'm fucking considered crazy. I tell everybody, lately I've got a lot of Spanish people coming at me, especially a lot of males. I tell them, you shut up. You come at me, me personally, don't worry, as a TikTok, I'm gonna call all the Spanish people out once again. I have to catch up with it. Because I tell people here locally, people on the platform, teach me something I don't know. You guys know this. I told no respect, but yeah, I promise you this. We have a conversation. All we're gonna in the Spanish culture, anyone in Hispanic, Latino, Spaniard, we're gonna talk about the same shit that I've been knowing. I grew up with traditions. Shit. I don't care about that.
Right.
I tell you, I'm ruthless when it comes to my people. So I tell people,
But
yo,
that's not what I'm pointing out.
right. So the thing is, so they're trying to.
I'm pointing out the introduction.
Right. So they're trying to discourage as an individual in this world when you speak differently, this and no one's vibing with you. A lot of people, a lot of amps, right? Because everybody has their own terminology, their own ways of thinking. Because now they're going through awakening or potentially even woke. I can't be the only one in this world, right? So but the ones that are going through awakening, they're doing good, But then you have the energy vampire narcs coming at you, like, what are you talking about? That shit's stupid. The trolls, right? AKA energy vampires, and they'll discourage you. You know what? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe this shit doesn't make sense. And what happens to you? You fold, you back down, stay quiet. You had something going, you just didn't know. Now you lost. Remember, I tell people in this world, first and foremost, you come before anybody in this world. You're the number one cheerleader. After that, anybody that vibes with you, they'll come with you. If not, it doesn't matter if you're the only one. I tell people, this shit that I say, I'll say to my last dying breath. It ain't gonna change. Mm-hmm. It ain't gonna change. And that's a lot of other events. Keep saying what you say. Tell your story. This is your free therapy. Don't get discouraged. Yes, it's gonna be a lot because why? You're healing and trying to go through awakening. A lot. First, you start with your healing. The awakening part is when you talk to other amps that are like speaking a little differently. We're trying to open up your mind a little bit, and then eventually become to a point where we become woke. A lot of people that speak all this good shit, amps and narcs, all the good stuff. Many the narc talk, which is cool, but they're still in the awakening phase. They're trying to become woke, and that's when anyone negatively come towards them. A narc 1,000, give them the pop. That's their job. End of story. So there's a lot of narcissist traits and do the same shit because if you're talking to a 2D world on a 3D or 4D world, you speak this, you're speaking Japanese to them, they're gonna call you you're stupid. Especially your family and so-called friends. Like me, I dealt with that. I dealt with all that, right? And I'm just like, once again, you don't have to vibe with me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't beat up nobody with the Bible. Call me stupid, it's words to me. But I'm gonna continue saying what I'm saying.
Looking at it took me, and of course I'm only using myself as
we have to. We start with ourselves.
Yeah, that's all we got. Right?
Exactly.
It took me so long to really understand, to even acknowledge, because I can't tell you that I understand it yet. So that wasn't the right word. To acknowledge that this was so much more spiritual.
Oh yeah.
Than I ever thought. Yeah.
That sounds crazy, but that's why
it does. It sounds crazy. So when I talk about, or when you talk about this narc warfare or spiritual warfare or whatever, like I guess in a way will turn some people off. So I like to start like at the beginning, kind of like, because I just stopped. Actually, I didn't stop when they said spiritual warfare. I think I tuned out when they mentioned certain, go to Jesus or go to the Bible or, stuff like that. It was right.
Which is cool.
It's cool, but it wasn't my thing. It wasn't my thing. And how many of us really hate God during a part of this or wonder if God even exists?
Which is so remember, God gave us self.
Which is what it's all about.
Right. If you believe in religion and God, whatever, I don't care if you're Allah, a fucking rock, whatever higher power you believe in, I don't care if it's a fan. That's your higher power. So in the beginning, I tell people, a lot of people get offended when I say this. I go, check out, whatever you believe in this world, higher power, he or she, whatever, whatever. Once again, I don't know what you believe in, but with that said, they've always been by our side. We as individuals, because we have free will, we chose and got up and left them. You know why? Because we want to go overlove their own individuals. So when they use and abuse us, be it a square or a circle, either or, what do? Now we cry to God. Whatever higher power you believe in, where are you? Why did you let them fuck me? I've been trying to be cool with them. I know we're not the best, but why they get a bit cheap? Why they leave us, etc. Kids, no kids, whatever. You always blame God. Like, no. And God's like, if God could talk to you, be like, check out, like tell people, I speak on, call me crazy, but I speak on God's behalf. Like, yo, he never left us. We left them. Simple as that. I left them. Right. So when I was dying my shit last year, for example, on TikTok, that new TikTok that's coming out, well, the with that female screaming her head off, right?
Yes.
Said, so with that said, that is the point when me as an individual, I'm gonna do a stitch of that. Me as an individual, that was me last year.
It was all of us. If we haven't been to that spot, I'm not sure that we can say that we were in an abusive relationship.
Correct, but here's the kicker with that. So potentially, like, look at the shit that I know now as I speak, right? Because I figured out the matrix, all good stuff. It's highly impossible in the whole world, all the tongues and nationalities. I'm the only one saying this. My belief is Adam and Eve started them narco, right? So Adam passed this, the shit that I'm saying passes on to the other male females, right? On the positive generational cycle, but they stay quiet because why? A narc is gonna come after you.
I might look stupid. I might whatever.
Right. Oh yeah.
So the narc is bigger than our.
Oh yeah, no. They've been running the show since day one, and that's I tell you, it gets deeper in the situation. But you have to be open minded with what I say. A lot of religious people are like, no, that ain't true. It's okay. Once again, I'm not beating you with the Bible. You don't have to vibe me, but just sit there, chill. You know, if you're amp, what are
I'm
we?
Here. I'm here. If you want.
So I would drop what I'm gonna tell you my comment, and you can say no, you're stupid. But here's the kicker. You let me speak my comment, right? My knowledge in my eyes. And now it's in your head. Humans are sponges. You heard it, it's in your head no matter what. You can't erase it. So right now, call me stupid. Call me stupid.
That's how narcs win a lot.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So as you're healing and go through your
they're going to be the first one and the last one in the conversation. And those are the two things you remember.
Well, it's because a narcs, they're very narrow-minded. That's why they're like I call them quote-unquote Bible thumpers. It's 0 way, no way, and that's it. No matter what. Tell people, you want to trust that a narc 1,000 or traditional last stamp or narc traits 1,000? 3 words subject talk about in this world in any tongue: race, religion, politics. There it is. Talk about it. Trigger them. Are they a circle or they square with circle traits? There you go. You start judging them. From there, keep it really short with them. That's on me. What I tell you. A lot right now as I speak, because I tell my girl I'm not playing nice no more. I'm gonna start saying things and I'm not keeping shit in my head no more. I'm saying what I'm saying. That's it. So I tell people many times in my TikToks, I in my lives, comment. Call me stupid. Comment on there. Hey, you're stupid. What you're saying? Cool. Let me do a video response to why, and let's elaborate. You want let's do it? Let's do a duel. Don't be shy. I don't beat nobody up with the Bible. Like right now, I'm dealing with the counselor. I'm dealing with this other some are feminists and they're like, M's don't have narc traits. I like, you can say that I'm not hurting you, but so you're trying to tell me that you're perfect.
The word M's don't have narc traits. M's are human. And when I hear you say M's have narc traits, I consider them, they're just human traits. That's it. We're all human.
Oh, no, yeah, definitely right? We're all human. But
so if somebody's going to say to you, no, Emps don't have narc traits, you don't, go through the narc list. Look at one of them.
Exactly. That's what I do. That's what I told the missus like 2 days ago. I go, okay, miss, remember, I'm not being with the Bible when I say this.
Yeah.
Your head, most definitely, you can believe, because once again, your head, not my head. You can believe no amp in the world has narcissist traits. Cool. But here with that,
we're not angels.
Right. I go as a quote unquote perfect individual that you are. So you from childhood that you can remember to the day behind the screen, there's comments. You did not once yell at somebody, steal a pencil, hit somebody, break things, lash out, anything negative out your mouth. You never bullied nobody. You didn't go with the crowd. You see? That is all narc traits.
You weren't materialistic somehow, or greedy, or caught up in what you want. Like, there's running just an endless list.
Yeah. So there's a lot, but with that said, nobody knows perfect. But with that said, when you go through your awakening, now you understand the matrix. Cool. You understand what I'm saying? Now you become woke. No expect it's not a competition, but you're on my level. Because now, what do you even do? Oh shit, he's been saying it. Now it makes sense. Now I am the referee. Like you said, narcs. I discard 1,000. End of story. You can't be fixed. And they're gonna hate us. The word of kryptonite. Cool. Kick rocks. But I want to tell you my story. You're a narc. Kick rocks. Lead some other amp. I'm gonna help the others. But don't worry. They'll eventually.
So how do you tell? You said earlier in this that you could tell. You sit and you vibe for 10 minutes, and you can tell. How do you tell? Because that is the first step.
Right. A simple conversation for the most part, like what you and I doing.
But how? What are you looking for? What do I not have?
Well, me personally, when I'm reading is body language.
Yep.
And from there, I just if they're alone with the conversation, if they're once again, but I tell people in the beginning, let's say they're really uptight, quiet, I don't want to talk, cool. But if they're saying I don't want to talk and they're saying quiet and I want to switch it up, they can get a little bitter, a little bit. Got the 50 shot. At the 50-50 shot, they're either hurt, empath, locked up, etc. Traditional narcissist trait. They just have the walls out because they've been hurt so much. On narc, they'll just snap at you. And if you want to keep asking about him, it's time you see, like every time you question, how your day, how's it going, what's going on with you with the family, don't ask me that. Cool. No, that's the ones you leave alone. Potentially they are a circle. Let them be. Don't
Mm-hmm.
keep poking the bear, man. Let them be.
Yeah.
That type of, you can't force nobody to talk to you in this world, right? So at the
Yeah.
markets, there's some that are quiet, little by little stuff. The ones that start building up is to open up more. There you go. That's a herd empath right there. Herd or lost. But the last one's reality is in the TikTok world, aka in the book world, a dark empath is a lost empath, which is aka the black market, gangbang, my purely etc. That's a dark empath. A her empath is the ones that was traditional, virgin, where you lay down with etc. You live by the traditional ways. Where, this is the last, first and last one to be
Yep.
with. I give them all.
Uh-huh.
That's a traditional one. When you
Yep.
start going through relationships, now you're a her empath. Because what are you doing? If you did not take time to heal and figure out why the hell did we break up, why we fall apart, how did it? People will say it's not no. Anyone that breaks up, even a positive note, is toxic. Then why did you break up?
Okay.
Because you're fucking bored? Tell me. That's why I check all these people. Tell me you broke up on a positive note because you were bored. Oh, I'm going to college. Excuses. Fucking excuses. You want to see what else is out there. Simple as
Kind
that.
of like, oh, I throw money at you because I am stressed out.
Right, exactly. I need my space. Anyone that does that corny ass comment in relationships, I need my space. Now, think about us. This shit. This has been
They know
happening.
what I want. They know what they
Premeditated.
want. It's just
Yeah,
not you.
exactly. It's premeditated, and they just try to get that in a nicer way, kick rocks.
Tell you that.
Yeah, and that's what me personally, like, I stab him in the heart. Like,
Yep.
pretty soon I get my ink. That's why I have her, premeditated. Anything positive, negative in this world, it's all premeditated. Either you thought about it for a minute or naturally reacted to it because it's the generational cycle BS, right? So with that said, that's everybody. Yo, anything not negative. I say that I think a couple TikToks ago. I was like, yo, all you Jade August, premeditated. All y'all, gay or straight, decided to do your dirt on this phone because you can't verbalize. You can't do what I'm doing. I can talk to anybody in the world, 1,000. Bullshit the whole world, 1,000. But you can't verbalize. You're gonna socialize on this shit. Because why? It's easier to act nice and be nice on this damn phone. Because why? I have time to respond to you, butter the shit up, give you that fake Romeo and Juliet love story. If you ask me a question I don't know the answer to, Google, YouTube. She asked me this. How do I respond? Boom.
Oh, right.
Someone did a Google or YouTube video response to that, and they guided
Mm-hmm.
you. I take that, word it, punch it in, boom, drop it on you. Sorry, babe. Sorry, girl. Sorry, Maria. Sorry, Tamika. I was in the restroom. I was at lunch, and just drop it in. Oh my gosh, all I'm doing is what? Gaslighting you, love bombing you, make you feel all this shit badass is good, right? So here's
Yeah,
the
it's
kicker.
all a game.
Exactly. I go, here's the kicker. I tell everybody to know if it's either lust or love with the individual.
Mm-hmm.
Build up, play, top it up. You don't have to buy what I'm saying, but just pay attention a little bit. Let that keep going. And when you eventually see each other face to face, make sure they're still matching the same energy. That word's coming out. Retest them with the same question in the beginning, 2 months ago or a week ago, whatever. Asking the same question. See with the same response. Because if you know what you know, it don't change the same shit, right?
I suppose, but
But with that said, the kicker in the cherry top is after you lay down with each other, TLC. Does the energy keep vibing the same way, or does it start diminishing slowly? That was lust, not love. That's a big difference. And now your relationship is gonna become boring, potentially then ghost you, or it's gonna just go to shit. If it continues on smoothly, like which you can in the beginning, but once again, hurt people. Who's that? Two hurt amps. And we're lovers and healers. We'll make each other feel good. It's gonna feel hella good. TLC is good. Everything. The downfall we're still doing with our heads. We need to take time to heal. Maybe one person fall back a year.
All right. So I'm trying to get specific things when you say, well, narcissists won't talk to you.
No, they get angry, man.
There's the first gate.
They get angry.
There's the first gate.
Matter of fact, even on here on TikTok, I've been blocked of 5 that I know by talking small talk. Narcs 1,000, aka alphas. The word alpha is what the head of the pack, strong, etc. Traditional answer. The real shit, real talk in the matrix world. Alphas are machistas, narcissists. Betas are mandilones, impetus. That's a real terminology right there. But you have to be open-minded situation because then you have the males that are not. They say they drop the, and that's not true. I can still show love to my partner. Shit, I go, yes, you most definitely can. But here's the kicker: if you want to call yourself alpha, sticky situation. Someone calls your girl a bitch, right? What you gonna do as an alpha? React. So you're ready to go to jail over a word because they call your girl a bitch. Just let it go. Tell them, kill them with kindness.
That's an easy way to give somebody your power.
Yeah,
your life away even.
Oh, exactly.
To go,
over a word. Life. So I tell people
I'm not going to have her disrespected. Okay, well, you're going to be disrespected in jail.
Have fun with the judge. Have fun with the courts. You can't be the judge only if you got pockets. Have fun with the situation.
Disrespect.
Go be a statistic. But at the same time, tell people to get to that situation, you watch your environment. If you're gonna go to the hood, the ghettos, expect that shit. If you go to the clubs, expect that shit. If it ain't, it's sound bad when I say this, which I will do on TikTok, and I'll stab a lot of people, especially brown black people in the heart. Meanwhile, I live in Seattle, right? I don't go to parties, which I don't. Anyone that does the party lifestyle, clubs, house parties, running the streets, being wild. 5% actually they're vibing, just chill, have fun with people. 95% there are just the fucking lust, and that's it. You can't find love there. You can find lust all day, every day, 1,000. It'll be good for the beginning, and that's what they get when you tell people, "Oh, what I meet her in at? Oh, I met at the club, at the house party, at the bar. Oh, have fun with that shit." There's so many people that are broken. There's retarded. They're looking for a quick fix, and that's it. Band-aids up the ass. I was just gonna
say it's quick.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's band-aids, like, the lust, and that's it.
Instead of going all the way to Whole Foods, you're gonna stop at, the local
7-Eleven.
store instead of going, 7-Eleven. There you go. It's all
like
it's wrapped in package.
Seriously,
it's on the go. It's on the go meals.
Yeah, basically. And that's what
body hopping meals.
Oh, 1,000. And then I was bitching about, like, I tell them I'm hungry in Seattle. I'm like, I tell them I'm hungry. Check out. Why do you think I don't go out on parties and I don't do you guys' lifestyle? That's your shit. But when I go out with you guys, what happens? You observe. I always get in trouble, and I'm not doing shit to nobody. I sit there, chill, quiet. I don't drink. I'm just drinking water. And the girls walk up to me. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How you doing? I'll be doing good yourself. Small talk, right? Oh, what you drinking? I just like the bullshit. Water on the rocks, and they start laughing. You dead ass? Yeah. Taste it. It's water. Water. I don't drink. It's water on the rocks. So what do you go to the club for? I just can't do time on my homegirls and that's it. I don't come to this shit.
What do you go to the club to drink?
Well, a lot of people say that.
I can drink at home. Like it's so bizarre. If I wanted to just drink, I could sit in my house and just
exactly. But they do it because they need the environment, someone to talk to, potentially find that fake romantic love story, right? And me, I'll be look at
uncomfortable that you are able to sit there and smile and talk and be authentically who you are without having a drink or any other.
I'm a people with my friends like, yo, Marge, you're like boring. I'll be boring, but guess what? I don't get in trouble. I avoid trouble. You guys party, kick it, do your thing, vibe, and that's
are you boring?
I am a boring person. I'm a homebody. I just chill, but I'm a socialist.
Right. What I'm saying to you is, why is that boring? You have life. You have a great family. You have a great outlook. You're going to be, who knows? You and your girl could be traveling the world preaching this and teaching people. If instead of doing it one by one, you should be awesome, do it in groups. That's what I'm saying. Is that boring?
No, that's not boring. So like,
why are they calling you boring and you just called yourself boring?
Well, it's because once again, I'm not a statistic. I'm not part of the crowd. I'm unique. I'm by myself. I don't need part of anybody. I tell people, real shit, real talk. In this world, end of the day, you can party and kick it with your people, vibe with the whole world. I tell the lamps, I can hold your hand, guide you, make you fucking feel good with the whole squad, right? You feeling good, you vibing. And let's just say we're just at the house at the park, all 2,100 of us talking to you, making you feel good because you're down, right? Emotionally down. End of the day, when you go home, whatever you call home, now you deal with what? Your head. You take the mask of smiles off and you die on your own. You can call me, DM me, text me, but remember, I can't fix you. I can only hold your hand and guide you. This is why I tell people you worry yourself. I tell people, and that's why, at the outside looking in, the people will call me boring, which is not hurt my feelings, but I tell people I'll be boring and I'm happy with myself. I love myself. Now I do. After 39 years of my life, dying, I can finally say I love myself 1,000. I have my flaws, yes, but I know my flaws. A lot of people worry about the cosmetics. I tell people, you're your best fucking critic in the world. Like my mother said, the things I dislike about myself, just be real with yourself. 1,000. After you're 1,000 with yourself, just what I dislike about myself, and that's it, cosmetically wise. Anyone try to make fun of you, they'll be, oh yeah, I got fucked up too. I don't give a shit. But let me say about your teeth, your nose, whatever. I'll match your energy. And when you say, oh, why you being mean? I'm being mean because I'm matching your energy. Don't make fun of me. I'll make fun of you. We're all happy people. And then
why are you being mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying. Why are you being a hypocrite?
Right. Exactly. Practice what you preach.
You're the one who just did that to me. So
right, and like, did you?
You're gonna say you're fat. I'm gonna say you're ugly. You can't change that.
Right.
Whatever.
Exactly. Most
So I just
definitely.
took a note that said when we were talking about the whole boring thing, because that really is like
People worry about that.
an insult.
Yeah.
There are certain things that people can really jab you. Oh, you're boring.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah. And if your week wasn't happen to you, you're gonna believe that you are boring. And
and then
fuck that. I'm gonna stay
you're
home.
like, oh, let's stay away from
Yeah.
them,
I'm.
or not admit, oh, I'm having, this is scotch on the rocks, or this, I'm drinking straight vodka if it's water, like whatever,
Right.
you want to do
Because
that and then you don't have to answer it. That's fine. Or do you want to be called boring? And my note that I made is
mm-hmm.
what boring
As an individual, correct?
is peace. You're not saying I hate going to clubs. They make me nervous. I don't like those kinds of people.
No.
I don't whatever. What I heard
environment.
you say is I don't love that environment, but I can vibe with it if I need to. I'm not going to have a miserable time. They have a miserable time with me because I'm so weird.
Exactly. I'm the 5%. I tell people I can go to any club or bar by myself and just chill and drink if I want to. Talk to myself, full conversation I'm having with you. You know how much me as an individual, I can hear a little Mexico, and I'm at Walmart talking to myself. Everyone looking at my ears because nowadays, natural, they're probably Bluetooth.
Right.
And I'll turn out the don't worry, no Bluetooth. I'm by myself, and they'd be like,
don't worry, you don't. I'm not talking to you. That's
I'm talking to myself. They'd be looking at me all crazy. I tell people, yo, you're your own best friend. At the end of the day, I don't know where you live at. Maybe you have no one to talk to. Talk to your fucking self. You okay? You ask everybody if they're okay, but no one asks you if you're okay. Like at the market, right? At the market, it happened this Saturday. It happens now. It's happening more. I bush my customer. Hey, what's up, miss? Sir, how you doing? How's the family? Oh, same conversation, right? And this gentleman is like, hey, how are you doing? You ask everybody. I haven't heard no one ever ask you how you doing. Oh, I'm doing marvelous. Thank you. I love life. Thank you. Because no, I've been observing that, man. You ask everybody you talk to, how you doing? How's your day? How's family? How's man? Like you care about people. Like yeah, because a lot of us go through shit.
Genuinely, you're not the Walmart greeter.
Right, exactly.
You really want?
Yeah, I want to make sure you're totally cool.
How are you?
Yeah,
how are you?
Yeah, like one of the misses there, she's going through stuff with her hubby. Her hubby's has had medical issues, right? And now she was a homebody, a housewife, and now she's got to work. She's hustling jobs, and she's got to deal with the kids, and she's very exhausted, right? And I told her, hey, miss, Dead and I, day by day in baby steps. Don't feel like you're alone. I got you. Next time you come, I'll get my business card. You can, I do computers, but if you ever need to talk about, I got you. I bet you know how many kids I got? I got 8. I wasn't sure. I gave all you mothers mad respect and love because you guys have the hardest job in the world. And I found out the hard way. 7 months. Hey, yo, I didn't give up, but I did it. Winged the fuck out of it. It was easy. Hell no. It's hella hard, and I got you. And she stayed quiet, right? And she just fucking started, she's holding herself up from bond. I go, miss, just keep it humble. Like, I got you. So don't worry. I'm here to sell produce, but I'm your friend also. I love all you guys. And she just, she just took off. She couldn't say no more because I was a shoot. She was choking up. She's choking up. And that's that type of people in the healing process. People that care about you, like me, my situation. I did my test with I started baby steps. I started with my customers. They actually cared about me. They were texting me, hey, how you doing? I wouldn't respond. Because even a text hurt me like, oh, fuck, I'm choking up. Nope, I'm not doing good, And little by little, I'll respond through a text. If I see them locally, because I don't go to Wally World, Dollar Tree, and that's it. By myself, and that's it, right? Because of the whole zombie apocalypse on top of that. So I'm dealing with the pandemic, the kids, going to Seattle, trying to work still and make money while I'm fucking dying bad, And with my customer at the market, they be like, man, you look hell of a lot better. Like the best in all the time been on your life. Like you always been cool, vibing, like you say, a socialist. But now you're like new. I'm like, oh, I'm back from the dead.
I know.
I'm back from the dead. Definitely a lot better than you, etc. So that's why, it's a beautiful thing because once again, it starts with one person. Just start small talk, and that's how people just, care about people that care about you, vice versa. Even if you don't, like, hey, how you doing? The simple question. That's like, for example, I saw on TikTok. That's why I love TikTok because TikTok, everybody has their own ideas, and now as you said, it's fucking beautiful. Because remember, all M's, we put our minds together. All Narcs, the same shit, but they're all robotic. Them guys are fucking robots. End of story, right? Us, everybody has their own way of, healing and going through the awakening process. And then, we're all sharing our notes. We're going to TikToks, vibing, etc., right?
Yeah.
So there was one that's, they probably don't know anything about MC Narcs. These young cats actually started by following them. And they're from Florida. And there's these triplets and 2 black cats. I'm assuming they're black by skin color, but don't know. They could be Spanish, etc., whatever. Anyways.
Okay.
So what they do is like they do positive things. They walk around, right, and they write little notes. They write little notes. And there's one, there's a gentleman just chilling. He's in Miami. I don't know what part of Miami, but everyone's at the bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was eating. He's and inside there's people but away from him, and he's by himself, just sitting down, just staring ahead. But you can tell he's in deep thought because he's just staring, like, because we all do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the kid walks up to him and slides him a letter, like a small little letter, and just keeps going. It's fucking deep, man. The guy opens the letter, they put the comment, and says, "Hey, out of all people right here in this I think it's like bar or city center, this letter's for you. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up on your dream, and just keep loving." The guy he just sat there still and just like stay quiet and just slowly grow, fold it back and sit inside his briefcase and stay quiet. I was like, "Yeah, you touched his heart. That fucking touched my heart, man." I'm like, dude, you see, little shit like that, and even from Adams is all you need to keep going, a little strive, because that's a supporter. That's the people you need in life. I mean, that's just deep. Because what we are, we're M's, we're lovers and healers. Yeah. Overthinkers, we're overthinking right now in the beginning, right? Because we're trying to figure out life. I don't give a fuck how much money status you got. How many beautiful men and women cosmetically, you have everything. And so
it's like the more you have that, the more
negative comes at you. You get used and abused because you don't know what you are as an individual.
So hard, yeah.
Yeah, so that's that people. A lot of a lot of in this world are hurting. Hurt people. That's why I tell people a lot of hurt M's, broken M's shouldn't be relationships. But we do because why? We're loving the healers. I see you down. I start liking you, which is a no-no, but then we fall for each other, right? And I still have my shit, you still have your shit, and that's gonna be a toxic relationship waiting to happen. And that's when the potential and narc traits come out of both of us. Fuck you, no fuck you. Shit starts flying, breaking, but we're both M's, but the narc traits in us. We didn't take time to heal. And when you break up again, the idea is to fall back. Okay, what is going on with me? I can't speak on their behalf. I know what we went through, but I can't change them at all, right? So the idea, like I did in Seattle, I did the whole face benefits. I did a lot. I'm pretty known in Seattle. I did a lot of shit in Seattle.
All right, I want to keep going back to.
Oh, the question. Yes, let's do this.
The one question here,
right?
Which is, how do you, Margarito, how do you tell? So the first gate is they're not going to talk to you,
right? Very narrow-minded.
So that's, and they're narrow-minded. So
very narrow-minded.
They're not interested in hearing about how your life is.
Oh, hell no.
What about the ones that will talk to you?
The coverts.
Because there are those.
The coverts. Yeah, that's a nice version of those. They will talk to you. Yeah. Perfect example here on TikTok. Okay. They will talk to you. Like me. They do a video response to my comments, and then they block you because you're dropping too much knowledge. That's a narc running from your answer. They said it like this guy here that he's talking about alphas, right? Now, once again, anytime I see any on TikTok, I just have them in the heart. And I just drop it on there. All you alphas and betas, traditional talk. That's traditional meaning traditional definition. Let's bring in current events. All alphas are machistas, that's Spanish, narcissist. Betas are mandilones, empathist. And then that trigger, alpha will trigger them right away. I got their attention. And of all people commenting, boom, I got your attention, step in your heart. Now now you're vibing with me. Now let's see if you're hurt impact with narcissist traits or you are straight up freaking alpha, a narcissist 1,000. And that's what he's like. You see this? One of the guys called me out. He's like, you see this? Guys, 2 seconds, I let my dogs out. Jeez Louise. Okay. Hey, no, let's go home. Come here, home. Come on. Oh. Petra, home now. Mommy. No, wait. I'll let you guys down there. Okay? Thank you. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. I let the door
another bite.
Cracked open. But anyway, so that guy right there, right? So he's he did a video response, and I love that. I love to debate. That's my ish, because once again, I don't beat up nobody with the Bible. So he did a video response to when I said that. He's like, you see this guy here? He's saying you're dropping labels, categories, and stuff. He's all, if you want to have an open relationship, do whatever you want, you can most definitely, right? And he's going, saying his thing. And that's not fair that we categorize that. And he's just building up, and I'm reading body language. his facial structure, he's getting more firm. Like, oh, I built him up. I touched his heart. I did my job. Let me drop my comments to this video response, and I'll be on there. I go, in this world, you have to have categories. Why do you think everything in this world, you go to a job, you have a burger, you have a hamburger, cheeseburger, bacon, you have different categories of the
open
hamburger.
relationship is a category.
Right. So I'll go, if you choose to have an open relationship or poly, expect to have toxic shit behind it, because one person to catch feelings more than the other. And don't be mad when your partner, that you're supposed to be the one guy with two girls, and then one of your partners starts liking somebody else and go out and reach out to somebody else. No. You're poly, you're open. Oh no, but it's all about you. Now you're being selfish. You see, all that is toxic waiting to happen. More power to him, was definitely. And he did a video response to that. And he was like, you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And now he's getting more firm. I'm like, oh, you are alphas. Straight up machista. So he did three video responses, and he blocked me because I was like, cool. That's when they barely did the feature, the 3-minute video response, you know? And I did it, and I tried to tag him, and nothing. I was like, don't tell me you blocked me like a little bitch. Yep. I was like, oh, I did my job. But it's okay, because what I did was I put in the cover letter, I put, hey, alphas, betas, and I put, hey, this is, I can't, he blocked me, this is his username. And then by going on them, he's like, oh yeah, he's mopping you up. Everyone's going against you. I'm like, yeah, but what do? He blocked me like a little bitch. Why? It's just open. But once again, I did my part. That's an alpha 1,000, a narcissist as fuck, because he's trying to tell all the betas, the girls and the males, females, have the polys, have open relationships. Of course, he wants you to be one of his victims. One of his victims. There you go.
That's his thing.
And he uses cosmetics. He's a pretty boy. He can get girls all day, every day. But now I call them out. Yo, you're an alpha. And Hispanic people, you're machista. Oh shit, don't fuck with him. And you're what? A narcissist. Oh, what? He's a narcissist? And that's the people like, how do you know? Look at the way he's acting.
So the first thing is they don't talk to you. The second thing is they block you. Now I'm starting to think, I'm like, all right, these things work for you because you are out there and you can sense things.
1,000.
So I guess the next time we talk, we're going to have to say how do you woke?
How to be woke?
How do you heal, or how do you get well now it's 5. Now I have to go.
Oh snap.
I know, right?
It's getting good.
I know. It's
well, that
I think it's been
really
an
easy.
hour.
Yeah,
but 50 minutes, that will be easy. How to heal.
Oh well,
how to heal, how to be woke.
Woke that's the toughest process. That's your like I call like extension, the rapper. And when they ask him, how you doing? He's like, I'm dead, I'm alive, but I'm dead. And like, what do you mean? I'm here, but I'm not here. That's when you go into your awakening phase. Yeah, the Matrix. Because that for being a 20-year-old cat, like I would listen to his music. For sure his music was for his, his generation, that generation, etc. Right? Mm-hmm. Him as the individual, speaking to him, oh man, deep. 20 years old, knowledge. He did not know what he was. He knew he was different than all the other, like, for example, a lot of people stereotype him as a black cat from the street to hood, etc. Like
who's
Tupac, that? Extension Triple X.
Right, but then who did you say? Tupac. Okay.
Oh, Tupac. Yeah. So here's the kicker. Remember, like I say, in this world, all you have is MC Narcs. Tupac, he's a rapper, he's a piece of shit, whatever. No. Take the negative shit he did wrong. Yes, there's reasoning why he did generational cycle. Everyone in this fucking world is stuck in the generational cycle. The people that are breaking is you and I. They're actually talking about it. We're considered crazy to family and friends. You're fucking crazy. Go see a doctor. You need church. You need Jesus. Us feel like, no, I get you. What's up? Let's talk. Let's do this. Because now you're speaking my tongue. Let's pick each other's brains. So Tupac, that's when they interviewed about the whole courts and race, religion, everything. He's just dropping knowledge, like, and everyone's looking at him like, yo, but his people are looking like, you're a rapper from the hood. How the hell you know this shit? And that's that people. He's a badass poet. His book, The Rose, the Grew from the Concrete. If you read his poetry before he became famous, oh, he's fucking deep. I love poets.
I read somewhere that he went to like a school, some fancy school,
art school in New York, I believe. Yeah, he did with Jada Pinkett Smith, with Will Smith's Jada, Will Smith's wife. Right. So they were friends back in the day, and it was art in school, college, and that's why he was an actor. That's why he was a good actor. He was very open-minded and vibrant. He could adapt to the situation. That's what he was mixed between those two. Yeah, two worlds right here. Yeah,
and he was able to really.
He was a hurt one. He was hurt, but he was going through the awakening, the shitty situation, like Extension, etc. These young cats that are dying, It's because they don't know what they are. They grew up, they're in the hood, they're in the industry where shit gets real. You have money, you're flashing your money, then take you out. Like extension, he was gonna go buy a bike, a rocket, and he was carrying I think like 20 or like 200K with him, and no bodyguard, etc. So there he was already set up, and that's a downfall.
Okay.
They were set up for failure, and that's like Tupac. He was doing good, but his lifestyle caught up to him, right?
Right.
So that's another conversation. But as an individual, he's a square all day, every day. Same thing. I tell you,
Yeah.
if you
and then trying to figure out where do you fit in.
correct,
Like and it comes right back down to what you are always saying. With us, I'm here.
yeah.
I want you to know I'm here. So if you don't have any other emps that support you, you got me.
Exactly.
Right? And then it keeps going like that.
And that's what I tell people. I say, you don't have to listen to me. I'm not, but I'm gonna say you have to. But once again, your choice, not being at the Bible. But I promise you this: the shit that I'm saying, the only way I'm saying to the fullest and to become, I went to Awaken to become woke stage. My 10 amps. I have my income, my 10 amps. I was very thinking about what I'm gonna do to call everybody out. How can I do it? But at the same time, I was healing 8 kids. Dealing with freaking her. Gaslighting me. Oh, don't open your mouth. Stop doing your Facebook lives, and I might give you a chance. Gaslighting, right? Narc 1,000 do that shit. Traditional lifestyle, but narcissist do the same shit. She's selling me a dream. I stay quiet about that, bow down like a little bitch, right? Because I'm going through my feelings. Okay, she's gonna give me a chance. I'm gonna stay quiet. I won't do lives. 1, 2, everyone's there. You want to do a live? You said you want to do a live. Nah, I just my excuse. I'm watching the kids, and they will understand that. No, it wasn't even that. My excuse was she might give me a chance, right? And here's the kicker, which I need to talk about more. I'm being nice with her situation for now until the day she wants to go to court and take my kids from me. And I tell everybody, and this is gonna sound bad, but if you're open-minded about me, you understand what my mental status is. Like I told her in her face, in my head, our kids, our boys, been gone. Physically, you bring him here. So, mention the courts. Let's say, God forbid, I do. I'm ready for the situation. But with that said, the day that happens,
you don't drink, you don't do any there's
I know, but once again, in this nation, it's narcs run the whole world. Court system, justice system, government, end of story. If you try to do good, they get you out because this is a narcs world, no matter what. For now, what we're doing, we're waking people up, right? So that's why that's why me, like in her situation when she was gaslighting me, I stayed quiet, right? And so I decided through my 10 amps, I tell people you have to have a support team. So when I was doing I bowed down, I told all my 10 would check on me. Hey Marge, how you doing? How you feeling? How's the kids? And I'd be, I'm doing good. I'm all right. How emotions are good. I'm good. I haven't broke down today. I'm doing good. Kids, it's overwhelming, and I was getting through it, right? So they'll always check it on me. And when I was going through my emotions, because at nighttime, what's the worst time at nighttime when you go through a breakup? Watching the time, watching the dust. Why? The loneliness. There I was, the whole world. You're by yourself. They're not by your side. That's what kicks your ass even more. Then what do you start doing? If you hit rock bottom, drugs, alcohol. Start listening to the fucking breakup music, love music, suicide music. You're just digging a damn hole, making it worse and worse. If you're doing all that traditionally by yourself, you would think you hit rock bottom, right? And that's what that people. I'm saying what I'm saying.
You're not getting out of the hole.
Yeah, exactly. Stay still and sit there, or slowly climb the hell out. But all you do is just digging and digging. And that's
I mean, there's so much more to healing than just finding somebody to validate you. So let's talk about that.
Correct.
Let's do like this one. I don't know what you could title this one, but I feel like the answer to this one is you can't tell who is a narc and who isn't until you heal yourself. There are no simple answers.
Right, you take go through awakening, because if you the stuff that I say
answers. Oh, here's how you spot an narc. They do this. They do no. You need to feel.
No, yeah, exactly. Body language. You have to read people.
You have to trust yourself and feel, and you can't do that until you're healed.
Well, you can't. You can start going through the awakening phase. Healing for sure. If you have your positive 10 amps, I can tell you, first and foremost, a lot of people in this world, amps and narcs, what the hell is that? End of story, right? So when you go through your healing process, if you have like I was best with my 10. I knew amps and narcs. I heard the words in 2000. Never took it seriously, right?
Yep.
They even told me, my people then, hey, yo, study those words. You're gonna need them in life. Did I listen to them? I'm a brown boy, 20 years old. I'm not raised with this shit. I'm living life. Cool, whatever, right? And then when I hit 39 with the asterisk, etc., Now what I do? Okay, my 10Ms reached out to me.
Later, it comes back.
Yeah, it come back to haunt me. Because so what I did,
When you didn't learn it.
right? Yeah. Well, once again, if you're not raised with this shit, what the hell is that? Top people Spanish. Amsterdam Narc, yes, eso. What's that? Machista Mandelon? Oh, you can't talk about. I know, can't talk about it because I'm talking about our parents. Yes, I understand, but I got your attention. That's our knowledge in the Spanish culture, and that's why I touched their hearts really fast, right? And that's what me personally, I tell people. I'm actually debating this counselor. I go, no disrespect to you, miss, but I didn't need no books, no YouTube, Google. All I did was this: Google, empathist definition, narcissist definition. That's all I needed was a definition.
She hasn't blocked you?
I'm sorry?
She hasn't blocked you?
No, she hasn't blocked me. She does very responses to me. Like I told her, miss, I'm not beating you up, nobody with the Bible, etc. Like she told me, like I said, I figured out the matrix. She's like, oh, so you're fucking Neo. So she's like, okay, Neo. Since you're Neo, you're a glitch. And I was like, miss, that you have the right to say that. Wait, but with yeah.
Said you're a glitch?
I'm a glitch, yeah. She understands that.
That was funny though.
No, it is. And I told her, hey, miss, you can say, once again, I told miss, you can say most definitely, I'm not being with the Bible. I know it's not make it black and white and simple, but I'm just trying to simplify for all of us to understand the basics, what's going on. From there, you can elaborate. Why do you want to use big words, all these million categories? Someone's already confused. Narc's too small, big words. Now you want to add all those other categories? Right. You really need to confuse them. And they might get scared and fold up, and then what? Fuck everybody. Right. I need my drugs, alcohol, one in the head. Fuck you guys. I'll fix this problem. I'm out, And I'm trying to prevent that. Simple and to
say, I need a counselor or I need a whatever, when sometimes you can just find somebody like AA. Do you need a counselor or a therapist to beat alcoholism? No. What has been shown to work, and it doesn't work as well as we want to, because we send lots of people there that don't want to be there. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Right. So, I mean, the statistics on that, we can't rely on that too much because people aren't willingly walking in there sometimes. And sometimes it works because they aren't willingly walking in. But what it's based on is find somebody who's done it before you, whose story is similar to yours.
Exactly. That's right.
And that same tenet of you can sponsor up to your level of healing. Correct. If you're on step 4, you can sponsor someone up to step 4.
Exactly, because that's your knowledge, capability, and that's it. And it's okay because guess what? You're on 4, you haven't reached 10, but 1 through 4, I got this. I can guide you. I can hold your hand. Let's go for a jog. I got you every which way, crash course, and you vibe with me. And that's what I tell people, Emps, when you go on TikTok, right, or any platform, but this is the number one platform to talk about this. You tell your story, what happened to you, be it whatever you want to call yourself. I tell people, I'm not a survivor. I'm not a victim. I've been through all that physical bullshit. Emotion, mental. I understand that. I'm just telling the story now. By me saying that, people, M's come out and be like, "Oh no, you're a survivor." No. You can tell me that. I'm gonna just tell you. I'm just telling a story. That's it. I don't call myself either or, right?
Right.
But that's it. When I tell my story, ask me a question, I give you a response. I'm at live, right? And I'm in your ear, right? And that's when you guys come at me. How are you in my head? All M's, we have similar stories. Give or take some words. But we've been emotionally, mentally abused, right? Since as children, whatever coach you are, to today.
Right.
You're still trying to figure out.
For not being able to discern.
Exactly. And that's why your head is what? Overthinking. That's why when I get the, you have the traditional, amps, what are they? Lovers, healers, or thinkers. That's a traditional answer. The true definition, what I say, all you traditional last stems, and I say you guys, because I was you guys. I was in your shoes. So all you traditional last stems, what are you guys? Lovers, healers, overthinkers, right? What do you worry about? Love, time, death. Out of the 5 W's, what, where, who, whom, why? Cherry on top. Why is a favorite question? Because you're trying to figure out why you keep getting fucked. So everyone tells you you're gonna be okay. No, that's people that better you shit up. You're fucked.
All right. You know what else I want to talk about next time? I'm going to write this down too. Is scapegoat. Because when you're talking about why has this always happened to us? Why are we the ones? Why are we the ones? We're the scapegoat. We're groomed, black sheep. Like all these words. Yeah. So many of it. So many of them are so relatable and like apply to so many of us. Like it's not a coincidence.
Correct. Very true. Remember, and it all starts from where? It all starts from home. Be your home with the parents, one parent, single parents, uncle, foster parents. It doesn't matter. Whatever you call family, the more kids in the situation, the more you have the golden child, the scapegoat. Everyone has their own little categories because of whom? the parents. That's why when people go out here to be like, which I tell them, I'm not being the Bible, but when you say both my parents are narcissists, that's highly impossible. Only if both parents live in separate homes, I can understand that. Because two alphas in the real world, they devour each other, kill each other. They can lust with each other, but they can't be with each other.
You can have a psychopath and a covert narc all day long.
In the same household? In the same household?
Yeah. Yes.
See, my definite...
The covert narc is there to support the psychopath.
But they'll devour each other because they're both narcs.
No, because the covert narc wants the world. You see this in very distinct categories. Religion, pastors.
Right. That's understandable because, but you're doing people that don't live with each other. I'm talking about, for example, you and I, right?
No, a pastor and his wife.
I'm so sorry. Like me personally, once again, I'm not being know with the Bible, but my belief is this. Yeah. It's highly impossible for two circles to live with each other. Like for years, I'll be with my wife for 10 years.
If they have the same goals,
no,
and they're working on something like control. Okay, so now we got 7. Now we have 7 Zooms set up. Now
I'm gonna tell you now, exactly. They'll devour each other. Because remember, they always have to have power. So that's the reason why the alpha has the betas underneath. So which
if the family has the power,
not as a couple, they'll devour each other.
All right, we're gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. That's a type of people. Perfect example. When you watch movies, why do you see the alphas as a couple? Either they live from each other or they live together, but they don't see each other very often. Husband's always traveling, the wife's always traveling because they got money. They can travel.
I think in religion they need each other.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. It's a good time. Hey, I'll talk about it all day because that's how to get a lot of people's feelings, and people need to hear it because remember,
I'd love to get feedback on it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
We remember.
We'll have to talk to Mimi and my friend Adam and some people because I'm telling you.
I know, but hey, the more people on the Zoom meeting, to be, everyone should remember. A lot of a debate is what a true debate with open-minded amps is what everyone's sharing notes, comparing. No one's yelling, beating up the Bible. It's not a competition. But when, for example, I'm talking to you and you're like, no, you start yelling at me, I'll just cut you off. Yo, Jodi, hey, this touched your heart. So we're gonna stop the subject. We're gonna just, say our goodbyes. Fall back another day when you call me, because right now you're thinking with anger, narc traits. You need to calm down. Next time we'll follow back on it, we'll try again. And if you can't talk about it, you start raising your voice again, your mindset. Now you have to figure out, you're hurt him. Why is your mindset the way it is on that? Let's elaborate about the situation, but without you triggering. I'm not trying to trigger you, but that is one of your triggers. Instead of tell people, a lot of us have triggers. We don't know what they are. And so you start talking to somebody, and then from there you start, building a banger. And that's what I tell people. What did I just tell before we were talking? We're on Zoom call. You can rewind. It's the best thing about Zoom calls. Anything you record, what are you doing? Our free therapy, right? You can fall back on this, study yourself, look at your body language. You see when you're building up, and you be, oh, he mentioned this, I was getting angry. Look at me. Oh, yep, he got me. Sorry. I talk too much cotton mouth.
Just the right amount.
But anyways, but yeah, I tell you, I love this is my ish. I tell you, I probably go actually live on TikTok tonight because everyone's asking me like, yo, you keep saying when you're going, like, I know. Try to catch the world.
Do it. I'm not gonna have. I wouldn't do like a lot. I'm tired at night. Like you're awake and that's your time zone, but I might lay in bed and just scroll.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll probably do maybe around my time, which would be probably like maybe 6, so that'd be 9 your time.
Perfect.
Yeah, because every time I've gone live, like after I catch up with everything at home, I've talked to so many people. It's like shit, 10, 11, 12 in the morning. Everyone's like, your lives are good, man. You speak some good shit. The downfall, nobody's here. you speaking knowledge, but I tell them it's okay. Like why you say it's okay? Because remember, as long as TikTok servers don't mess up, when I end the live, it'll save it on my live profile. I can grab it, download it, upload it to my YouTube. Someone watch it.
It all works. It all works. I like it.
Yeah,
just get it out, and they will come.
Yeah, no, that's how I tell people. Ask me whatever you like. My answers will be repetitive. It ain't gonna ever change. You try. I go. I need you guys to come at me. I love to debate. Pick
Yeah.
my brain. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun.
You got good shit. All right,
Hey,
Margarito. Tell me when you have it uploaded.
almost. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll do it right after it downloads, and then yeah, probably like half hour if that I'll upload it, and then I just like tell you I just put our Zoom meeting etc. And I just put the date so I tell people, hey, just watch them. We talk about a lot of shit etc. And I comment etc. And we'll talk
Yeah.
about whatever you want to talk about, guys. Let's talk about it.
We're
A lot
here.
of yeah, a lot of you guys want to understand behind the screen. You're going through a lot. You can't to have this conversation takes what a lot of courage, a lot of strength. But in due time, when you're comfortable with your support team, you're slowly open up, which is good. I tell people every day, baby steps, day by day. Simple as that.
And when you don't have people, like, it took me so long to do this, first of all, I was in such a bad space, and just not feeling good about how I looked, and then what if I say something wrong and somebody sees it?
It's
I mean,
okay.
that was where I'm at now.
Right.
I could, not that I could give a shit about how I look, but I know that I'm human.
Right. People
I'm
criticize
human.
you.
I'm just this. I'm human.
Right.
And what we're talking about is so important
1,000.
that if we put it out there and it helps people, like, I know it's trite and like whatever. If someone needed to hear this today, if it helps one person,
Tell me like TikTok without that way. You have TikTok. You'll go
but
first.
this shit is real.
Yeah, and that's the beauty about the situation.
Real.
We're talking about what? Life, relationships, why we suffered. Three important subjects for all M's.
And your soul. Your soul.
Figure yourself out so you don't feel you're alone. Let's tell people. The other platforms, I tell people, which I'm gonna start uploading on my other platform, FB, IG, Twitter. The shit we're talking about, Japanese, irrelevant. Everyone's showing the drama, support, whatever they do in their business, they're promoting it. Yep. Anyone that, for example, Facebook, my people put on in the empath pages, or my followers, where I follow them, etc., my quote unquote Facebook friends, they put, oh, life sucks. And what do? I jump on there. Life doesn't suck. Life's not hard. I promise you that. We made it hard not knowing with the allowing energy vampires and narcs in our life.
Yep. Remove them from your life, or they will remove you once you start. And that's what this session was all about. How do you know if they're narcs? You start speaking your truth.
Oh yeah,
they run. It doesn't matter how you say it, what form you say it. I've got family members that are like, well, maybe we should just have phone calls. Like, great. Well, we can just have phone calls from now on. Right. I couldn't hear at the time.
Right.
Hear on the phone. I used to flip houses before this, right?
Correct.
Not knowing that in my phone it had like mud or paint or some shit. Like, I didn't know. I was just like, I can't
hear. Right.
So the only way they wanted to communicate was by phone, because whatever. But it didn't work for me at that time. Now my hearing still sucks, but I've got this.
Right.
And so then I started talking on the phone. They're like, well, that's not working. So I feel like we should email. When you start speaking your truth, it doesn't matter how. Like, they will just say, well, you're so angry.
Exactly.
You need to work on your anger.
Yep.
Or we didn't abandon you. That's what this all comes down to. I'm calling them out on, you just watched me and my kids get abused, and you call me family. You never stuck up for me. I went on to Facebook and I literally posted how she was calling the police on my kids. And I was so excited. I got a call from a family member. I was like, yay, he's on Facebook. Maybe he'll understand how serious this is. He was calling to tell me, why am I putting this stuff on Facebook?
Yeah,
it's
checking
embarrassing.
Yep. And that's
I'm gonna wait. I'll stop doing my lives. I'll see how you come. We all know how that story ended for you, and the same way it ended for me.
Exactly.
They will remove themselves from
when they're ready. Yeah, when they're ready. It's I tell people, like, when they be like, to each show when I say this, until you see a lot, block your exes, block all the energy vampires. I thought, me personally, before this, about I tell you, don't believe me, ask my ex. I've always been a strong person, strong-minded, right? Yep. So me, when I was before TikTok, I was doing my Facebook lives, and the energy vampires, which so quote unquote my friends, they're not hurt because of myself, right? Now the friends with her and they discarded me, which hurt my feelings. They would jump on my lives and they try to say, well, you did this to her, and you talked to that female, and I'll
waiting
be
for that. That's gonna happen to me for sure. Well,
right,
why'd you
and
do this? Why'd you do that?
exactly. So on my live, it'd be, and there'd be a lot of people in my life, mainly a lot, people locally, yes, but females nationwide, right? Because majority of my followers on all platforms are females, because I'm telling a female story. So like, oh shit, a guy's saying this. How the hell you know this? Like, yo, amps and narcs. It's not. There's no majority time females are more than the impetus. The males are more narcissists, but obviously flip it. There are opposite sex on both sides, and so on and so
And
on.
they just display differently. That's all.
Correct. Exactly. Exactly. So when that girl called me, girl and some other guys call me out, I'm like, shit. I go check out, and I'll be in my lobby. Oh, look at Energy Vampire. Like what? Look at the comments, guys. Energy Vampire. That is one of my exes, people's, and I call him out. Hey, you're on my live, right? The only way you know that information is either she posted on her Facebook or her platform, or she told you. With that said, yeah, check out. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes. I did that. I said many times. I'll tell you right. Hey, you're on here, right? I did do that. You know why I did that? I tell him this is exactly why I did what I did. Now do your job as a, I tell him energy vampire as a PO. I mean as a freaking as a reporter. Now go back to your PO and go report to her. And they got mad. I don't report to nobody. I go, then why are you on my live? Energy vampire, but it's okay. And I told her, tell her, and I told the guy too. Tell both of you to go tell my ex. I won't block none of you guys. Look at everyone's comments. Yo, block him, block him, block him. No, no, no. Hey, everyone watching this, right? I know a lot of you going through your shit. Understandable. Traditional way, you block them. Because why? You don't need shit in your life because you already have enough shit, right? No, this is this. I told you two go report to her and tell her this. I need you to watch me eat, but not at my table. When you're ready to leave my table, leave from watching me eating. There's the door. You block me when you're ready. Yeah, my ex a week later she blocked me, and then the other girls blocked me. The other guy blocked me. There you go, guys. See, I know a lot of you can't do it.
There's always an ending. There's always an abandonment with them.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Who leaves who first?
Yeah, and it's not it's not a competition.
Irrelevant.
Right.
That's
It's not a competition. But that's what I tell
Oh.
people. All you exes with co-parenting or either just exes in general, if
Mhm.
you have to learn. I know once again, forgive, not forget, etc. But that's your choice. I say you have to because you're supposed to. But with that said, I'm not being with the Bible. But I'll stab you in the heart. In your head, you live with that hatred and bitterness. Excuse me, I don't. I forgave and that's it. I close that door of pain. That's it. And that's why me like I tell my ex when she has her days. You can tell me whatever you want, right? It doesn't hurt my feelings. But with that said, I move. I stab in the heart. Which I'm gonna get pretty. Not this week, but next Friday, get all my own therapy. Knee all day, every day. So calling the whole world out 1,000. So with that said,
Can't wait. Can't wait.
with that said, I tell her like I tell her face, oxymoron that I created, but I don't know if anyone. There has to be someone else that said it before I did. I told her, nose to nose, I love you for leaving me. All this had to happen. I promise you that. You can call me crazy. It's okay.
I say that too. Like I begged, I pleaded, I did everything.
Oh yeah.
And if
Desperation mode.
she hadn't attacked one of my kids, I'd still be in that house.
Oh yeah. Exactly. And that's
she never said sorry, never said
they won't.
like
Closure.
It goes on and on like the
But here's the kicker real fast before we get off. The kicker with closure, right? Closure, a narcissist, 1,000 won't ever give it to you. Traditional last day, like my ex, won't give it to you either, right? Because in their eyes, it's over, that's it. I move on. They lie to themselves. It's premeditated, right? But I tell people, hey, all you guys suffering and behind, the ones I got either dumped or cheating on, right? Got discarded. Either one of these guys. What are we? Lovers, healers, then what? Cherry on top, overthinkers. Do what I did. When I was healing, got better before I hit my actually when I hit my 88 days. Actually, before 88 days, I told my people, "Hey, do me a favor. I'm ready." What do you mean you're ready? I'm ready to put the pieces of how they did their shit without me knowing. And I gave him the name. Looked at my Facebook. I go anything that's got to do with him, and she does I go from last December to today till May 3rd when she got up and left when I died. Anything that's got to do with him, and she did a comment on his post or any emoji. Screenshot it, sent to me, and it did. Boom, boom, send me receipts. I go, there you go, and that's why I was like, cool. I was putting the pieces of the puzzle together. So this date we would I put it together, and I was ready. My 88 day hit. I was like, I'm ready. I texted her, hey, so you met your dude, because they both breed dogs, right? And they met because of dogs. And I go, so when you guys started talking, you said you still hooked them after, right? She's like, yes. So it's all about dogs, nothing passing boundaries. Strictly about dogs, not friends. No, yes, it's about dogs. Oh, cool. Have a good day. Take care. Have a good night. And I sent her all the receipts. Milliseconds, call me up, popping her head off. You're fucking crazy. Why don't you let it go? I go,
Oh,
I was like, I'm crazy. Go first and foremost.
okay, now you're crazy.
Right. I go first and foremost.
So
Calm
funny how
down.
that happens.
Oh yeah, it's what's the
When you have
gaslighting?
receipts, when you
Right.
have
Yeah.
emails.
Yeah. Exactly. So I was like, chill out.
Yep.
I'm supposed to be mad at me yelling, but I'm laughing about it. You're mad because I stabbed in the heart and I figured it out. You're this? I go, that's why I have my ink. It all makes sense now. With that said, your fake revenge love story is shit on shit on shit every which way. And I go, I'm being nice with you. I will stay humble and not tell the full story. But remember, I promise you this: the day that, God forbid, I lose my kids, I will trip in life. Like I told her in her face, and every which way. If you my lifespan, my first baby mom, I tripped and fell. I lost my brother, I tripped and fell. With you, just I died hard. You were the worst of all of them. I thought my brother's death was the worst. Oh no, you killed me 1,000. I'm still here. I'm making it right. So I tripped and fell. My daughter tried to commit suicide. I tripped. I didn't fall. I adapted to my situation. I won't ever fall for nobody in this world, even if it's my own blood. I will adapt to my situation. I lose people. I lose my life. I will adapt. I'm not gonna.
That's peace.
Yeah, exactly. So with that said,
Not boring.
right? Oh no, exactly. And peace with yourself. So I told her, I'll keep it humble. But once again, I promise you this: the day that because the reason why you're bothered of what I'm saying in my ink is because we're here in Little Mexico in the 519. You're famous. I'm famous. He's famous because of I open my mouth. I'm a mandilona bitch because I'm a guy crying like a girl. I'll be all that. But guess what? I'm calling everybody out because this shit, I don't know about the phone. Y'all do. And that's what you guys are mad as me. I'm making us all three. I told remember this. When I was going through it, what I tell you? One of these days when I figure this out, which I shall, I don't promise you that. And I told you I promised you
Hmm.
all three of us will be a happy family. And she's like in Spanish, how the hell you create all how other three can be a happy family? I go, I promise you that. And that's when I get all this. I go, what up, baby girl? We're a family, right? So I'm keeping it humble. You behave, I behave. You want to take our kids? Do so. But that's when I say
I think should
everything.
be crazy to go after you. It doesn't matter if the narcs run the courts and whatever. Like she,
Uh remember,
yeah.
to this your
You
last
have
step.
it. You have it so clean.
Oh, but it's okay because
All
it
right. I really have to go
oh
now.
sorry.
I think that we could probably stay and talk until.
Hours. Easily.
Yes.
Hours. This is
I'm
easy.
like, I really have to
10
go
hours
now. My
later.
daughter's texting me. 10 hours later. 12 drinks later. All right. Bye, Margarito.
Later, Jodi.
You're the
Take care.
best.
Ciao. Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Thanks for
Okay.
keep it 1,000. Ciao.
Bye.